A famous psychologist once said these meaningful words that a person's life effort is to integrate the personalities that have been formed in one's childhood. And what does this sentence mean? This sentence means that a person's personality is shaped by one's childhood, and parents definitely plays an important role in this process. Here, imagine that I have a clock, and if the clock is broken, and I have 4 ways or different kinds of ways to treat it, and the first way is to repair it. As a result, the clock will go on the right place. And second method is that I will get really angry. As a result, I will raise my arms and throw the clock out of the window. As a result, the clock will be broken. And the third way is that I do not care about whether the clock is good or not, because I can use my phones to look at the time. So I didn't need to use my phones or use my clock. I didn't need to use my clock to look at the time. As a result, what will happen to the clock? Well, the clock will become even more imprecise. And what I want to tell you is not that to use your phones to look at the time when your clock is broken. What I want to tell you is the children are like the clock. If parents use some wrong ways to treat their children, like beating or ignoring the children, well, there will be a consequence. And I want to take an example. The example is about a famous writer in America. Her name is Helen, and Helen's first job is a journalist, and she was working in a very famous company. And well, when she had the job, she need to communicate with her colleagues and talking with others. However, the problem is that she has undesirable relationship with others, because Helen always arguing with others, and Helen always get angry. As a result, other people dislike her, and she becomes very depressed. So she changed to another place. However, the same thing happens again. Actually, Helen is a smart girl. She began to wondering that what's the matter with me? So the answer lies with her father. Well, when Helen was very young, when she was a very little girl, her father was a pilot, and her father always get away from home. And when the father was in home, the little girl want to hug her father and kiss her father. However, the father just frowned, and the father just blamed her daughter, because the father has military nature. So the intimate relationship hasn't built, and the girl become very upset about this, and the girl become very rebellious. The girl always disobey the requirements of the father, and the girl disliked her father. So the father thought that the girl was naturally rebellious. As a result, the father thinks that I need to be more restrict to my daughter, so my daughter will listen to me. And so this kind of relationship happened. So at work, the daughter unconsciously associated her male colleagues with her father. So it's very hard to build good relationships. What I want to say is that childhood are like a piece of paper, and parents are like the pens. When you're writing something down on it, you write it down, but you can erase it. And the ways to erase the defects of the personality is to recognize your defect and make change on it. So thank you.